Hi, I'm Don Baxter. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Ceylon Graphite. My predecessor, Bharat Parashar, was looking to retire, and we knew that was coming. So we started a bit of a earlier transition where I took more of the reins of things and started as an independent director. I was quite qualified to be CEO. I've been CEO of previous companies. I'm a mining engineer. At this stage of the game of development of Ceylon, an engineering view of development, production, making batteries is just exactly what Ceylon needs right now. The beauty of the geology of Sri Lanka is that the graphite in the ground is the highest grade in the world, and it's minimum 90%. Some of the areas you can get as high as 99%. We have an open mining face right now that is 97% carbon. So what that means is that we're not spending $100 million or more on a processing plant in order to upgrade it to 95%. With our mines, we look at developing a mine. It's $2 million per mine. We already have money spent on two of them, and continuing with the third. So we're looking at $2 million a mine versus a flake mine. You're looking at a minimum probably 100 million for mine and plant. Because it's very, very high grade, 90% plus, we don't have a primary processing plant. So there's no plant to build, there's no tailings to deal with from an environmental standpoint. So from an ESG standpoint as well, we are out front on that regard, because we don't have a lot of the necessary procedures and processing to go through to get to the next level where we can just take our mined graphite. We will have probably a crushing and grinding plant, and we will have upgrading for secondary upgrading for batteries. So we're taking a 95, say, carbon product from the mine and taking it straight to our battery process. The interesting thing about Ceylon Graphite and what's happening now is that the push to electric vehicles has brought everything we're doing to the forefront. And I think coming out of this COVID pandemic situation, it's really drawn a light onto the critical supply chains. And especially in the United States, is completely dependent on China for processed graphite for batteries, for the anodes. So one of the supply critical materials, and in my view, one of the most important ones that's been overlooked, is graphite. And with Ceylon Graphite and some of the conversations we're having now and some of our battery development activities, we're talking with OEMs, we're talking with battery manufacturers, and I've actually been surprised at the level of involvement they are getting to now. A year ago, it was somewhat unheard of. Now they're contacting us. So I think companies such as Volkswagen and General Motors and Panasonic and LGs of the world are realizing that you can talk about making a battery factory and electric vehicles, but if you don't have the input materials for those factories, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, we've assembled at Ceylon a pretty strong team. I've actually mentioned to one of the OEMs that we may look small right now, but we have a key team. Myself, I have background in processing graphite. I've spent the last 10 years developing processes to make it at large industrial scale, from purification through spheronization. We're literally making batteries at Warwick University in the UK. We don't have a learning curve in making this product, and we're actively engaged with OEMs right now and some straight battery manufacturers. So it's quite an exciting time for us, and we have quite the ability to show we can put our money where our mouth is, let's just say. Ceylon Graphite has in Sri Lanka, as part of our fully integrated mine to battery philosophy, is that we have 128 mine grids in Sri Lanka. That's how they divide up. They're all concentrated in the former mining areas of Sri Lanka, back when Sri Lanka was a major player in the field. Presently, we have our K1 mine that is fully permitted, production ready. Second mine, M1, is coming on stream within 2 months. I'm bringing my mining engineering background from here to Sri Lanka. With that, I can instigate our long-term mine planning and build up our production level as fast as possible. But right now, as I say, we're ready to push the button and continue our production level mining. So we're in a position now where we're not talking about a mine and not a feasibility study, we're actually mining. Now, we've recently announced a partnership with a company called LOLC in Sri Lanka. It's the largest conglomerate in Sri Lanka. I believe they reported profits of just under 300 million US this past reporting period. We will look at joint venturing with them on probably 4 mines at least. They have a number of grids as well, so that can in fact grow. But what that does for us is it allows us quicker development of more mines along with our own stable of mines or properties, to also come in and operate mines for them at the same time. So we will offtake all of that graphite. We're looking to do something that hasn't been done in Sri Lanka since probably the Second World War, is to get up to a 50,000 ton per year and probably 100,000 ton production. So the more mines we have in place, the more, the easier it is for us. And the key thing that I see with Ceylon is that we are already a production level company. Ceylon has producing mines. They are small scale, but we have multitudes of them where we can, increase our production to the levels we've seen from the larger open pit flake mines, but we also don't have the capex involved. So we'll be producing, we already have produced, and my task is to get things steady production, increased production, and steady moving towards this incredible EV revolution we're in. And Ceylon can make a quite meaningful contribution to this.